Hello everybody, I think we should be there by now. I'll just have to make sure this is all in frame so Nicola can have a look in a minute. But yeah, Nicola's helping tonight, so might be a minute or two early. How's that, Nicola?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okie dokie. Right, so good evening everybody and welcome to a long overdue talking, turning and no tea. I've got the vino out, so good health everybody, skål, cheers. So anyway, there's a couple of topics that we're going to discuss tonight, and feel free to interact and ask questions. Nicola's going to man the chat room banter, okay, and she can convey any stuff over to me. So yeah, basically I'm going to start off and I'm going to talk about just a couple of pieces that I've done lately and what I've got coming up before I get to the giveaway and how you enter. So right, I think the last video that I did was the milk pear candlestick. So for those of you that tuned in, I did this 2-piece milk pear candlestick, and I should be getting the brass candle cup that goes inside on Saturday. More about Saturday in a moment, but it's there, and the stem, the spindle part is glued into the base now, so it still feels amazing, and I'm really happy with that. And I've since spoke to Steve Healy at the North of England Woodworking and Power Tool Show, and he said it was a beautiful candlestick, and he's going to try and arrange that I can have a good feel of some of his other candlesticks, because they're so beautiful and elegant and I enjoy turning them, and Nicola said it's really nice. So yeah, 2-piece candlesticks are a source of great fun and skill building for me. So that's the milk pear candlestick, which I think feels really cool. And what else? Right, is there anybody?
Yeah, there's Wayne P. Dub Turnings.
Hi Wayne.
There's John C2.
Alright John.
And that's it at the moment, but I think there are 13 people watching.
Okay, well welcome all. It's just after 9 PM here in the UK. So I turned this bowl probably about 6 weeks ago, and it's, as with a lot of my turnings, it just ends up being the shape that it does, but it feels like a mortar from a pestle and mortar, but it's not got a food safe finish on it, although I could take that off. But if Nicola comes and grabs this and holds it closest to the camera, and let people have a good look. I haven't got a clue what species of wood that is.
Let me just...
So, I mean, Nicola says it's really cool, and I've left the bark inclusion on it. So, anyone with any suggestions as to what wood? Did you say it had some nice spalting in it as well?
It's lovely. It's got it's light on one side, and then there's spalting here, and then it goes into this sort of reddy brown colour there. But yeah, it's a nice piece of wood.
And I did actually get that piece of wood from sort of like the cheap box at Turner's Retreat. That's where I got it, and it was out the cheap box, so it was an offcut. But Nicola liked the look of it from the get-go, so it was only a couple of pounds. So yeah, but I loved it when I was turning it. I loved the feel, and it's nice and chunky and substantial, but no idea what wood it was. It was just out of the cheap box. So there's that, and then today and yesterday I've fired up just for some little cheap, not cheap,
Inexpensive.
Yeah, I should stop saying cheap. Inexpensive. Because really, all this stuff that we make by hand, it's not cheap. You know, it's all beautiful works of art. Inexpensive. So there's the bud vase of that design. Now, these are all wild mango, and they're all off the same length. So I just started at one end and did one, patted it off, did another. So you've got that one, wild mango. And then you've got these two little wild mango bud vases here too. So nice and easy to turn for you newbies. Great stocking fillers, wild mango as well. And then there was this that I've done. It's a babinga. What a great sound, babinga.
You sound like Sheldon.
Yeah, babinga, bazinga. Babinga lidded box. Now, the lid isn't the tightest of fits. It does hold on. I could have got it a little bit tighter, but I mean it does stay on, but it's not got that sound, which really it's not the end of the world. So it's Babinga, it's a lidded box, and I did a lovely textured spiral again. Glorious assistant, could you just take that and let them see the detail there, maybe on the top of the lid? And I also did a little detailed groove to make it look like the lid is a separate, the top of the lid is a separate disc. So there's that. And then we might as well take this as well, Nicola, and just let them have a up close look at the main part. So I can just hear it raining quite hard here. So yeah, Babinga, lovely to turn, nice and forgiving.
It's not too bad, though.
I know, if you give it a bit of a twist, you'll feel it grip as well. I mean, doing stuff like that where it's a real tight fit, it's a bit awkward for me not being able to see, but it does, with a bit of a twist, you'll feel it grip. So anyway, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And Babinga lidded box.
Shall I just tell you who's on at the minute?
Yeah.
We've also had Jason Addis join.
Hi Jason.
Scott Greer.
Hello Scott.
Maggie Kavanagh.
Good evening Maggie.
John also says that Nicola's watching with him. We met her at Harrogate.
Oh yeah, hi Nicola. Remember fist bump? Yeah.
Deanna Morris.
Hi Deanna.
Keith Barrow.
Hi Keith.
Bacon Soda.
Hello Brendan. Yeah, so great to all have you here, and yeah, you know, I think the world of all of you. Anyway, yeah, John, who's in Swinton, which isn't too far from here. He was at the Harrogate show, and John's, like I say, from Swinton, and that's where my father was from, and I've got a lot of fond memories of Swinton. So it's about 30 minutes down the motorway heading south from here. So hi John, hi Nicola. Keith Barrow, yeah, always great to meet up with you Keith, and again I said to you, thanks for Keith sponsors Guide Dogs, Keith and his wife Sheila, so obviously that's something that's very near and dear to my heart now. So yeah, the North of England woodworking and power tool show, it was great. Now, I wasn't actually feeling that well on that day, and I felt a bit ropey on the drive up, and I sort of like held it together, but I've been quite ill since I came off guide dog training, and we were out and about in terrible weather, freezing cold, obviously doing the walking, and I got this terrible sinus infection, and I thought I'd got over it, and I was feeling dizzy and sick. And anyway, Saturday driving up to Harrogate, I wasn't feeling that great, and walking around the show, there was periods where I kept thinking, don't feel really clever here, but nonetheless, had an amazing time. Steve Healy, like I say, was there. Keith Barrow. It was great talking to the Axminster guys, and Simon Hope and Mike Walt and Martin Saban-Smith and Glyn Senior, the partners in Shine. Brian Cockrell, is it?
Yeah.
Brian Cockrell, who's a very lovely, cheeky chappy. Who else?
Phil Irons.
Phil Irons was there with a young lad called Owen, I believe.
Mike Walt.
Yeah, Mike Walt. I said Mike Walt, Simon Hope. Yeah, so lots and lots of great people, and it's funny walking around something like that, and I could hear people say, "Isn't that the blind woodturner that was at that did the demo at Red Rose?" And people were coming over, and obviously a lot of people wanted to say hi to Bamber, who did really well. So it's still quite new for Bamber and I to be getting out and about, but we're getting there. It's like getting a guide dog and all the training. It's like learning to drive. You're taught how to pass your test and qualify. You don't really get to the nitty gritty of it until you're off out on your own, and that's when you really start learning. So anyway, it was a great show, and talking about the Axminster stand, and I met Phil Lewis there, who's the store manager from Warrington. So yes, I'm at Warrington this coming Saturday, and I'm doing an in-store demonstration. So that's always really enjoyable and a lot of fun, and I get to show people in the flesh, what I'm capable of, and it's inspiring people and motivating, and all these people that might have thought, "Oh, I've always wanted to take up wood turning, but I could never do that," or "Oh, it's frightening." Hopefully I'm there to show them, look, what are you waiting for? If you can afford it and the only thing holding you back is a bit of trepidation, go for it. You're going to love it. So Axminster Saturday all day, and then on Sunday, the following day, I'm doing another demonstration at a local, what would you call it? Charnock Farm. Well, it's a farm that's diversified into a coffee shop, pet shop, equestrian, bar, restaurant,
and there's accommodation.
So they've got their Christmas fair on Sunday, Charnock Farm, just 10 minutes down the road from here. So I'm doing a demonstration for them. So a couple of these parts here that I've got to, I've not really made a lot of stuff to sell there, because it's basically the guide dog thing took up so much time. I'm a bit behind the curve really with making stuff for Christmas fairs. So really it's a demo, and I will have some items for sale, and just there to demonstrate what woodturning's about. So there's that. What else is coming up? Horton Tower.
Yeah.
The Craftacular. Horton Tower is our local castle. Well, to give it its correct term, it's a fortified medieval manor, but it's a huge place. So I'm there doing a demonstration at the Christmas Craftacular fair / market. So I've got a few demos before the end of the year, so should be fun. Looking forward to them. The one at Horton Tower, I'm outside in a converted, like a converted barn or stable, and I think the chopped wood there now for the manor house. So it's going to be cold. Hopefully it won't be raining, but I'm undercover anyway. So that should be fun, and it's great to meet lots of new people and old acquaintances. So anyway, what time is it, Nicola, please?
9:15.
9:15, right. We're going to keep going till 9:30, so...
Shall I read you a few more comments?
Yeah, let's have some comments.
I think we'll get Bamber in a bit. Keith asked, where's that lovely dog? Wayne Clasper, we haven't met, but I watched you demonstrating at UKIS this year. Love your work. Not sure if that's the candle base.
You said before.
That lovely candle base.
Yeah, I've heard about this candle base that you've done, Wayne. Nicola saw it before and said, "Oh, this looks lovely." So, if you don't mind, and you've not trademarked that design, it sounds simple and elegant and beautiful and such a great idea. If you don't mind, Wayne, I'm going to listen to your video, which I do believe is on YouTube. So I'm going to make one. And Nicola, I think, has probably already gone to get the candle.
I've got candle at the ready.
So,
because
yeah,
I love that candle base.
Wayne Clasper, yeah, Nicola saw it before and straight away she said, "Oh, you've got to make one of these." So thank you so much. This is the beauty of wood turning and YouTube. Straight away, Nicola's seen something, she's told me about it, we feel inspired, and I'm itching to make one. Sounds like quite a simple turn, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a beautiful work of art. So you wood turners, don't think that's just because it's simple to do doesn't mean that it's any less a beautiful piece, and it's an expression of your creativity. And who doesn't like easy things from time to time?
Brendan says you're looking more aerodynamic. I thought he meant the sunglasses, but he said he's trying to get weight off too. The 2 biscuits with a cup of tea don't do much harm unless you drink 20 cups of tea a day.
Well, it's funny that, Brendan, but I've done that much walking of late with Bamba as part of the training. And I walked down to the chemist this morning. I had to get something from the chemist, and I had to stop every 15 yards to hitch my pants up. And I'm having to say, "Bamba, steady." This is what you have to do when you can't just pull him on the chain and say, "Whoa," you know. You have to sort of like work him into it. So I was saying, "Steady, steady," and then you go, "Stand." So I'm there. I have to drop his harness, and then I'm holding the leash in my mouth. while I'm bloody itching my pants up on the main road. It's hilarious, hey? But yes, well, thanks for noticing that. I do feel a bit svelte. Anything else?
That's it with the comments so far.
Right, with the comments so far.
Up to date.
Right, okay, I'm going to...
hang on. Wayne says, thanks for the mention, but I think it's the beadwork that makes it. Well, we'll have a closer look. We'll watch the YouTube video later.
Yeah, Nicola's going to watch the video and describe it to me in more detail, Wayne. But she said it sounds beautiful. No.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's me. It sounds... You see, the mind of the blind, to me, everything's auditory information. So I say, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to this film and I'm going to listen to that. And oh, it sounds beautiful. I always forget that the people around me can see. Nicola's seen it and she said, it looks beautiful. So Nicola will describe it to me in greater detail. I'll get that mental picture going. Unfortunately, I can't feel one. But she'll describe it in enough detail for me to get a grip. So
John says, is it a big craft fair at Horton? I think it is.
I think it's going to be a decent size, John. Yeah, Horton Tower, it's literally 10 minutes from us. From us. And it's a great place, and there'll be people there with, obviously, arts and crafts and things like that, and homemade chutneys, I'm sure, and things like that, and refreshments. Great place. If you've never been, come and have a mooch. And yeah, if you're not doing anything, you can come and bring Nicola as well. Yeah, it's a great place. I like Horton Tower. It's got a good vibe, and it's obviously it's medieval, which I sort of like. I'm into. Shall we get on with the giveaway?
Yeah, I think we should.
Right, at the woodworking show on Saturday, I was at the Hampshire Sheen / Yorkshire Grit stand, and they were very gracious in giving me some things to do a giveaway. So, what we have here in front of me, I'll just put this. If anybody does know or they can find out, you can always leave a comment and let me know. I'm just going to put it back there out of the way. So, yeah, Martin and Glyn gave me some free booty. So, to cut a long story short, I'm going to have 6 prizes to give away, and these have been graciously donated by Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen. I'm not being paid for this. I'm not, you know, in their back pocket or they're in my back pocket. I use this stuff on a daily basis, both Hampshire Sheen products and Yorkshire Grit. If I didn't think it was the dog's doodahs, I wouldn't be happy to give it away. So, prize number 1 will be a pot, still sealed. I haven't stolen any, although that's a tempting thought, of Yorkshire Grit, courtesy of Glyn Senior and his team. So that's prize number 1, first name out of the hat. Prize number 2 is a lovely fresh new pot of Hampshire Sheen High Gloss, and with that also a couple of stickers for your workshop. So that's first and second place. Third place is a Yorkshire Grit baseball cap. I'm not going to put it on, you know, don't want to contaminate it, but I've got one of these as well. I've already got one. Great, functional and a bit sporty. Number 4, a Hampshire Sheen beanie hat. So another item to keep that heat in over the coming winter months. And then number 5 and 6, they're both the same, and these are Hampshire Sheen kind of crystalline festive finishing sticks.
Yeah, they're called Father Crystalline Wax Stick.
Father Crystalline Wax Stick. So that's number 5 and number 6. So, how do you enter? And what's the question? Well, the question is, I'll do that first. The question is...
Shall I get his nibs in?
Yeah, go and get him.
You'll have to just tap for him.
So, yeah, we're going to get Bamba, seeing as we're going to talk about him. Don't want to be disrespectful to him. Is he here? Yeah. Hello, Bamba. Come here.
Go sit there. Good boy.
Hiya, mate. Hiya. So, Bamba's here now. Yeah, so we've been out on a bit of work this morning. Went to the chemist and he's absolutely fantastic. So, Bamba, I mean, he's got his favourite toy in his big gob at the minute. Yes, Bamba is my guide dog. And what is the Old English meaning for his name? Now, the answer's out there, and Nicola has double-checked that you can find it on Google, and I have also mentioned it on some previous videos. So, what does Bamba mean in Old English? And to enter, you will go to our website, and we're going to put a link on this video.
Just click the link.
Yeah, after we've done this live stream, I'm going to go in to the video manager or dashboard or whatever it's called, and I'm going to do the description, and Nicola's going to put a link into where you need to go. And what we ask from you is to sign up and register for our newsletter. All the instructions are there, where to put the correct answer and what you need to fill in, etc. Yes?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So, yes, we'll put a link on this video where you need to go, and you've got a chance to win some of these amazing gifts courtesy of Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen. How are we doing for time?
25 past, and I'll just read some more comments. David the Walsall Woodturner, hi mate, looking well and happy turning.
Hi Dave.
Bandwagon 1987, what do you do with the crystalline wax sticks?
Basically, that's the final part of the finishing phase. So after you've I apply my kind of crystalline after I've applied either Hampshire Sheen or friction polish. So as the work's spinning, you just hold it against, don't press too hard, but just a bit of firm pressure, and hold it and rub it against the work, and then with some tissue, kitchen towel, start getting some heat into it, blending it into the work. let it become bonded, and then it'll buff to a nice shine. And then I would, before you handle it, just leave it for a few minutes just to flash off and cure the carnauba wax. So dead easy to use, just hold it against your spinning work to deposit some kind of crystalline on the work, and then buff up to a lovely shine.
John C, great question. I know, but I'm not telling. Keith Barrow, I know, it's the bloke that used to do University Challenge. Maggie Kavanagh, the German meaning is short, fat person. And Bandwagon 1987, okay, thanks, interesting, learning this stuff.
Yes, so yeah, the people that know what the answer is, remember the Old English meaning for Bamba. So, a bit of a clue, he was sponsored by Sainsbury's at Bamba Bridge near Preston. So, Bamba Bridge, ooh, what did Bamba mean in connection to Bamba Bridge? So, yeah, Sainsbury's and their staff and patrons named him. So, I think we're probably drawing to an end, folks. So, a minute or two left.
Yeah.
So, yeah, got some interesting things to do. It was amazing meeting up with my friends at Harrogate, despite feeling a bit ropey. So, we left earlier than we thought because I'd had enough, to be honest. Not of the people there, of me feeling pathetic. So that's it. So a couple of pieces that I'm doing. What I'm up to, the prizes that you can win on the giveaway, and if anybody can make it to Warrington on Saturday, I hope to speak to you there. If not, until the next time, folks, keep on turning. Woo! Right, what you have to do, Nicola, is hold down the button and say turn voiceover off. Top right, you click on that, and then you'll click on.
Yeah, hang on, it's. We're going to go funny now.